What's up, jumpers? One of the things you know I love about AMP is the number of different features to help you really work out the way that you want to work out. And so today I'm going to cover the rounds feature, which actually came after years and years of the community advocating for being able to customize their own jump rope workouts. So I'm going to show you how I use rounds to kind of create my own workouts, give you a little bit of creative inspiration, and then I'll run through the workout, talk through what I enjoy about it. And if you have AMP, make sure to give this a try. If not, it might be one of those things that gets you on board. Okay, so on rounds, if it's something you do frequently, it'll be one of the shortcuts up top, but otherwise go to the jump screen. You'll see rounds here and simple custom workouts. So you can craft the workout around the ropes that you want to use, around the amount of time that you want to jump, all those sorts of things. Now, you can see I've set up some past rounds workouts. So if you have one workout template that you enjoy, you can create it and then just come right here and do it every time. Or if you have a sequence of different rounds workouts, they'll all be saved here, basically in the sequence that they were created. So this was one that I created a couple days ago, and today I'm going to show you how to create a new one. So ropes or ropeless, and it's divided into blocks where you basically choose not just the rope that you want, but the type of skill that you want to perform, how long you want to do that for, the length of the rest interval, and then the number of rounds, and then you can select another block. And I'm going to start with the half-pound rope. And I'm going to do some boxer step, but you can see a handful. You've got basic jump, alternate foot, freestyle, double unders, and boxer step, kind of as the 5 core jumping skills that are most frequently requested by users. And then we also recently added some body weight, kettlebell, and dumbbell exercises there. So I'm going to do boxer step. We'll go for 40 seconds with 20 seconds rest. Keep each of those jumping and rest blocks at about a minute. I'm going to do 5 rounds of that. And then for my next block, quarter-pound rope, bump up the intensity with some double unders. And 30 seconds of double unders. That sounds good. 30 seconds of rest. Let's do 3 rounds, just as kind of a high intensity finisher. So 8 minutes and 20 seconds. With Target Trainer, it's cool because you can kind of also see how many jumps based on your intensity levels. I'm going to keep my intensity levels up high on this one, but similar to interval workouts, you could do it in easier mode, or just turn it off if you don't want targets and you just kind of want to go at your own pace. I like having the targets, so I'll keep those active here. And you can go on for as many blocks as you want, but here's the workout that I'm going to demonstrate, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, first one in. Boxer step is a great skill for rounds because it's a little bit halfway kind of between higher intensity, halfway between recovery. And I feel like I can get my heart rate up without burning out. Fight me. All right, second interval done. I love having targets and I try to hit them spot on. You notice I'm kind of one jump ahead from the first interval, hit it square on for the second interval, and that way you really learn how to maintain the tempo that you're trying to hit. All right, 3 down, 2 to go in this interval. Rounds is also a great way that you can add a warm-up before your core workout. You can do it as a finisher. I just did a bunch of benchmarks, so I'm using it as an 8-minute finisher. Burn a couple extra calories. All right, last one. Usually I think the default between blocks is a minute, so after this I'll get a full minute rest and prepare for the double under finisher, which I'm kind of not looking forward to, but it should be a fun, intense way to end the workout. Here we go. Last boxer step. All right, not bad. 5 down. Hit the target on all of them, except for the first one, was 1 too high. Swapping out to the quarter pound for the double under intervals. I love the pre-created workouts because it sort of forces you to try skills that you haven't tried before, to maybe do some sequences and weights that you haven't done before or might be a little out of your comfort zone, and that is what can really push you to improve. But as you gain experience, you start to know what your ability level is, and you can kind of create and craft your workouts exactly in the way that is going to be appropriately challenging, because when you can hit that spot on, it is perfect. So one of the other things, if you don't know about this feature, if you find yourself resting for too long or talking for too long, and you started the next interval and you want to get credit for it, pause it, and you can either scroll back on the phone to change ropes. So if you're looking in there, I'm back on change ropes. And then once you unpause, you can go through the whole rest interval, or you can double click to skip forward. Another feature is if it started on double unders and it's already started counting, a triple click will reset the interval and you won't get counted for any miss. So starts back over. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pause it, come here to change ropes, click forward, and now get rolling with my double unders. All right, first one down, 2 sets left to go. Not too bad. All right, 1 set left. So again, as I wrap up the workout, you can do this for 5 different types of skills. You can do this for body weight, kettlebell, and dumbbell, as you saw. And I love it the most just for picking the amount of time that I want to work out for. Some days you got a long workout, some days you got a short workout. But one way or another, you can get it done. All right, I'm behind. Let's see if I can catch up here. Nope. All right, don't hit them all. That was a great workout. Try this or a version of it. Please check out Rounds if you haven't already. Such a fun way to create your own workouts. Get a great workout really quick. Keep up your jump rope fitness journey.